Hi, this is Nicole with Senior Yoga in the Upstate. Today, this video is for Monday, November 24th, the Thanksgiving week in 2025. We are not meeting for in-person classes this week, so I am hoping to put together some videos for us, for you. So for this practice, we want to have your mat. We want to have something comfortable to sit on, a cushion, a pillow, a blanket, a towel, whatever's good for you. And we also want to have either a towel or like a hand towel, or perhaps a bathrobe tie or a belt or an actual yoga strap. So whatever you have handy, just go ahead and grab that. And we're going to use that about halfway through, not right now. So let's start out with some breathing. So I'm going to take these off and come to a comfortable position. Lifting up tall from the hips, relaxing your shoulders. Starting with one hand up on the chest, close to the heart, and bring the other hand down onto the belly, just below the ribs. And really bring your attention into the breath. Notice how the body moves with the breath. Relaxing the belly, letting the belly muscles balloon out into the hand. Notice how the shoulders and the chest rise with the inhale. Noticing the exhale, how the shoulders and chest drop down and engage the core, engage the abdomen, pull the belly back, all the way back, engaging the diaphragm, emptying the lungs out with the exhale. Let's do a few nice deep breaths here. And complete exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more. And with your exhale, release the hands down. And let's go ahead to a side-to-side stretch. So we're going to bring the arms out at shoulder level. Palms face down, relaxing your shoulders here. Try not to let them jump up. Big inhale. With your exhale, lean over to your left side. So we're mirroring. We're going to lean over to the left, bring the hand down onto the ground. Bend the elbow, leaning straight to the side. I'm going to lengthen through the torso, lengthening from your hip through the side body, up to the shoulder, reaching your arms straight up or out over the ear. Or you may decide that the hand on the hip is the best spot for you today. Keep breathing. With an inhale, lift the body up tall, lengthening. Exhale, lean over to your right side. Again, we're mirroring. So you're going to the right as I go to the left. Hand down flat onto the ground, bend the elbow, leaning to the side, lengthening. Feel that long stretch all through the side body. And we want to try not to twist or turn here. We want to really get that good long stretch. Reaching your left arm up or over the ear. Or maybe this hand feels best on the hip today. Whatever's good for this arm and shoulder. Still getting that long stretch through the side. With an inhale, lift the body up tall. And then exhale slowly over to your left. Inhale up. Exhale to your right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to your right. Let's do one more round, lifting, lengthening through the spine, reach all the way up through the top of the head. With an exhale over to your left, holding, stretching, reaching out through those fingers if you've extended the arm. Carefully lift the body up tall. And then over to the right. Stay here, hold the stretch. increase the stretch. Maybe you want to lean just a tiny bit more. Don't force it though. And then inhale, lift the body nice and tall. Hold here at center. Release the arms down. Checking in with your shoulders. Make sure they've not tightened up. Relax those shoulders. Let's go to a seated spine twist. Making sure you're still comfortable here. So maybe you want to readjust the legs. All good. Spine long. Let's go over to your left side first, over here. Bringing the hands over to your left leg. Lengthening up out of the hips. Try not to slouch here. Bring your left arm forward at shoulder level. Not all the way up high, but right forward at shoulder level. Big inhale. With your exhale, twist over to your over to the left side. Rotating from the hips and the waist all the way over as far as you comfortably can behind. And then bring the hand down onto the ground, close to the body. Press down into your mat, lifting up tall out of the hips, and we're turning the head over to your left, as far as comfortable for your neck. I want to try to pull that low back forward a little bit as we twist, lengthening, twisting, keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. With an inhale, reach your left arm back up to shoulder level. With the exhale, unwinding carefully, coming forward. Try not to jerk the body forward. Then release the arms and relax the shoulders. We'll go over to the other side. Bringing both hands over to your right leg. Turning the ribs, the shoulders to the right just a little bit. Spine is still long and tall. Right arm comes forward, shoulder level, right there, straight forward. Try not to reach up too far. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale over to your right side, twisting from the tailbone, the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Bring this arm around behind as far as you comfortably can to the back. Bring the hand to the floor, close to the body. Spine lifting tall, turning the head to your right as far as comfortable for this side of the neck. Don't force it. It might feel different than the other side did. That's okay. Twisting. Breathing. Don't hold your breath. With an inhale, reach your right arm straight up to starting level, and then untwisting carefully, unwinding, coming forward. Release the arms. Relax through the shoulders. Let's move those shoulders around a little bit. Up and down, back and forth. It's whatever feels good for you. It's working out tightness, kinks in the body. And relax the shoulders. And from here, let's go ahead over onto hands and knees. And we're going to go right into cat and cow. Cat pose, Chakravakasana. So we want to come on over to hands and knees and bring your knees directly beneath the hips. We're leaving a little space here so the legs, the knees are not right together. We've got the feet straight back from the knees and the hands come straight forward from the knees so that the wrists are right beneath the shoulders. Spreading your fingers out wide on your mat. And we'll start out with the head up. Try not to lock your elbows here. We want to engage the muscles, not put extra strain on the joints. Deep breath. Inhale. And your exhale, tuck the head, tuck the tailbone. We're lifting the spine up and then bring the hips back. Carefully, slowly, letting the hips come back and stopping just short of sitting. So the hips are hovering over the legs a little bit. The arms are very, very long here, lengthening from the fingers up to the shoulders, and then let the head drop down, rounding the neck, maybe a little bit more, rounding all along the spine. With an inhale, bring the body forward, drop the back. The head and hips come up. Getting that nice arch down toward the floor, toward the ground. With an exhale, arch the back straight up. We'll stay here with the hips up over the knees. The spine is tall, rounded. Let the head fall forward, relaxing the neck. Let the head be heavy. With an inhale, drop the back. The head and hips lift up. Exhale, tuck the head and the tailbone, lengthening over the legs. Inhale, forward, back down. Head and hips are up. Exhale, arch the back, lifting up into the shoulders, lifting the spine as high as you can. Feel that nice, long, arched stretch. And then inhale, drop the back. Head and hips are up. Exhale, tuck the head and the tailbone, lengthening over the legs. Inhale, forward, back down. Head and hips are up. Exhale, arch the back, lifting up into the shoulders. Lift the spine all the way up toward the sky. Really big arch here. Inhale, back down. Head and hips are up. Holding here. Let's bring the toes in together. Let the knees be out as wide as you like today. Maybe where they are feels good. Maybe toward the edges of your mat a little more. We're going to bring the hips all the way back. Have a seat. Lower this torso down, coming all the way down, letting the head come to rest on your mat. Or perhaps letting the arms come in close today, resting the head on the hands or the arms. We just want to be supporting the head here. And wherever that's most comfortable for you. Child's pose should be a restorative pose, not a place to strain and struggle. Perhaps closing the eyes, relaxing all through the spine, to the hips, to the tailbone. Let the entire body sink down into the pose and breathe. With an inhale, carefully roll the spine up. Gentle with the spine, lifting all the way up, nice and tall. We're going to come right back onto hands and knees, and we're going to go straight into downward dog. If you'd like to go to puppy pose instead, feel free to do that. If you'd just like to stay and sit with child's pose a little longer, that is awesome as well. So, finding the spot that's good for you today. Don't push it. For downward dog, Adho Mukha Savasana, and we start back with the knees beneath the hips and the feet straight back from the knees, leaving some space here, leaving some space between the feet as well. We're going to tuck the toes under as far as comfortable. The wrists are beneath the shoulders, spreading your fingers wide on your mat. Elbows are loose, not locked. And let's start out with the head up. Deep breath. Inhale. With your exhale, bring the head down toward the arms, and we're going to go ahead and lift the hips, lift the knees off the floor, push the hips back as far as you comfortably can today. Keeping the hands and the feet right where they started. We lift the hips up, push them away, lengthening through the arms and the spine. Check your elbows. Keep a little bit of looseness there in those elbows. Don't lock them. Lengthening, straightening the legs as much as you like. Just be sure you're not locking your knees. Little give. Maybe a deep bend in the knees today. Pushing those hips back a little bit more. Holding here for a few breaths. See if you can notice the body adjusting into the pose. Maybe after a couple breaths, you're finding a little bit more space to push the hips away even further. Perhaps the eyes are closed, focusing on the sensations, focusing on the breath as it moves in and out. With your next exhale, carefully lower the knees down onto the mat. Let's untuck the toes, and we're going to hold here for a moment, and let's just sway the hips a little bit, side to side. Just a little bit of movement. Make sure you're not locking your elbows. In fact, maybe bending the elbows a little bit more. One side, and then the other side. Just a little bit of movement here at the low back, at the shoulders. And then coming back to center. Let's bring the toes together. Bring the hips back. Coming back to child's pose. Have a seat and let the torso roll all the way down. Bringing the breath into focus. Noticing each inhale and each exhale. And your next inhale, carefully lift the body, roll the spine all the way up, lift tall. Relax the shoulders again. Now we're going to go ahead and come up to standing. So we're going to come back onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees up off the floor and start walking your hands in toward the feet. And once you come to a feet flat position, hold there for a moment, relaxing the arms, the shoulders. Letting the body adjust into the vertical position. Let the head be heavy. The knees are loose, not locked. And then when you're ready, bend the knees a little bit more deeply and start rolling. Carefully rolling, stacking the spine all the way up to standing. So we're up to standing now, and we're going to work with Yoga Mudra for the shoulders. So we're going to have the feet about hip width apart, toes pointed straight ahead, and stretch those toes out as wide as you can on your mat. Lift up from the arches, lifting. Try not to lock your knees though. We're always giving a little bend there. We're going to bring the hands around to the back. And we want to bring the hands together behind. You can, and this is where we're going to have your towel or strap or belt tie handy. So we're going to bring the hands to the back, and you can bring the hands together and grab a hold, one hand to the other. Great spot right there. You can interlace your fingers. And if you're interlacing, you do that with the palms facing each other. Interlace the fingers, including the thumbs. Try not to rotate the the wrists back. We want to keep the wrists straight as possible. If the shoulders are super tight today and the wrists and the elbows are not going for it, use your towel or strap or tie. And we're going to bring that behind. So you hold on with the hands as close together as you comfortably can. Maybe that's a little bit out today, but that's okay. Maybe the hands are in right next to each other. That's okay too. We've got the hands behind, holding on or interlacing the fingers. Wherever you are there with the hands, we're going to roll the shoulders back. Ooh, roll those shoulders back as far as you comfortably can. Shoulders roll all the way back. Lengthening and straightening the arms a little bit. Don't lock your elbows though. Always a little give there. Lifting, lengthening up through the torso. opening through the chest. So wherever you are, holding onto your towel, your strap, or your belt, or hands together behind, rolling the shoulders back and breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Nice deep breaths. And then with an exhale, go ahead and bend your elbows and release the hands. Let them come to the sides. And let's take a moment here, relaxing the shoulders. Close the eyes. Notice how your wrists, elbows, and shoulders feel. Deep inhale and complete exhale. And then gently open up the eyes. We're going to do that one again. So if you've got your towel, strap, or belt, go ahead and pick it up again. If you could do this with your hands only, that's great too. We're going to add a forward bend this time. So we're going to go with the hands behind, interlacing the fingers, maybe just grabbing a hold. That's okay. We're going to grab one hand to the other. Totally works. Maybe your towel, strap, or belt, bringing the hands behind, holding on. With an exhale, roll those shoulders back as far as you comfortably can this time. Spine lifting tall, and then with an exhale, we're going to bend those knees. Bend those knees. Drop that tailbone, and then push the hips back, and we're starting to fold. Stopping where it's best for you, coming to a half bend, maybe letting the arms rise up, maybe continuing all the way down to a full bend, just where it feels best. Be gentle with your shoulders. So maybe you don't want to add too much forward bend because it's torquing your shoulders too much. Please don't force it. Wherever you are with your bend, keep breathing. With an inhale, bend the knees more and start lifting. Imagine the hands are pulling your body all the way up, up, up tall. Release the hands. Relax the arms, the shoulders. Close the eyes here just for a nice big breath. Really feel all those sensations in the arms and the shoulders. And then gently open up the eyes. So from here, we're going to go to pyramid pose. We're going to get some nice wide angled stretching. Let's go ahead and step up to the top of your mat with the feet about hip width or so apart, so not right together. Toes point straight ahead to start. Lengthening up out of the hips, tall through the spine. We'll step the left leg straight back to a comfortably wide step. So we've got both feet down flat on your mat with the left toes turned to the left side just a little bit. And then we want to lengthen and straighten your right leg as much as you comfortably can. Don't force it, and do not lock that knee. And we're going to push the hips back, and let's fold forward. Pushing the hips, bring the hands, go ahead and bring the hands onto the hips. Push the hips back and fold forward to a half bend. And you can stay right here in a half bend, working on lengthening through that right leg, pushing the hips away. You can, this is a little balancing here, you can release the arms, let them drop down, maybe bringing your fingers down to the floor, maybe grabbing a hold of something nearby, give you a little step, kind of a step there to hold on to. You can roll down all the way, rounding the shoulders and the neck, letting the head drop forward. So whatever feels best for you. Half bend with balance, hands at the hips, looking straight down towards your right toes. Half bend with arms hanging down, touching the floor to steady you. Or a full bend, rounding the spine, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Continue pushing the hips away as much as you can. Imagine the hips are going all the way to the end of the mat behind you and even further than the end of the mat. Keep breathing. And then wherever you are with your arms and hands, go ahead and bring the hands onto the hips, and we're going to bend that front knee a little bit more, on a little bit deeper bend, and start lifting. Carefully lift the body all the way up, and then step your left foot forward. Release the hands, and then we'll go ahead and do the other side. Starting back with the feet about hip width apart and the toes point straight ahead. Again, nice long wide toes on the ground. Lifting up from the hips. We'll step the right leg back. As big of a step as comfortable on this side. You want to check out that hip, the knee, the ankle. Don't force it. If it's saying that's enough, we want to listen. We want to lengthen and straighten the front leg, the left leg. Don't lock your knee. Little give, little teeny bit of looseness there. Hips forward, spine tall. Let's go ahead and bring the hands onto the hips. And then with an exhale, pushing the hips back, we're folding forward. Stopping at a half bend if you like. Stopping right there with the hands at the hips for half bend with balance. Looking straight down toward your left toes. Maybe releasing the arms, letting them be loose and heavy, letting the fingers come down to support you. Fingers, palms, or knuckles at the floor, whatever feels best. Or perhaps you want to roll down all the way this time. Rounding the shoulders, the neck. We're keeping that left leg as long as you can without locking the knee. So always get a little bit of give, a little bit of looseness there. Don't lock the knee. So maybe in that full bend, maybe you're in that half bend and support, fingers, palms, knuckles at the mat. Maybe at half bend and balance. Wherever you are on this side, keep breathing. Always trying to deepen the breath. And then wherever you are, hands up at the hips. We're going to bend the knee a little bit more. Bend that front knee a little bit more bend there. And then push into the feet as you lift the torso, lifting all the way up, tall. And we'll go ahead and step the right foot forward. Release the hands. Close the eyes. Let's take a couple deep breaths right here. Noticing how the body feels. And then gently open up the eyes. So we're still here at the top of the mat. We're going to go to a forward bend, and then we're going to go ahead and come down onto the mat. Lifting tall, we've still got the feet about hip width apart, toes point straight ahead. Lifting, lengthening up through the torso, nice long neck. With an inhale, reach forward, reach up as high as you comfortably can. With an exhale, bend the knees, push the hips back. We're folding, half bend, hold there, looking straight down, and then keep going, rolling all the way down to a full bend. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders, holding here for a moment. Let the head be very heavy. Imagine the weight of the head lengthening the neck a little more, pulling out kinks and tightness. Keep breathing. Maybe you want to straighten the knees just a little more. Don't lock them. Don't push them. Just a little more straightening if you like, a little more lengthening along the backs of the legs. And then with an exhale, we're coming down. Bend your knees and come down onto the ground and have a seat. All right, we've come back down to a seated position on your mat. We've got the feet flat on the mat, and we're going to roll down. rolling all the way down carefully. You want to use those abdominal muscles. Engage those muscles carefully, slowly as you can, lowering down and bringing the shoulders flat to your mat. Let's bring the knees in toward the chest. Bring the arms around the legs, up here on top of the legs or behind the knees, whatever's most comfortable for you. For just a moment, let's hug the legs in, hugging in as closely as you comfortably can. And maybe that's not as closely as another day was. That's okay. Hugging in, maybe rocking the hips a little bit. And then relax the arms, relax the legs, and relax the belly. Let's go to a spine twist. So we're going to start out either with the legs in close as they are, or with the feet flat on your mat. We're going to bring the arms up to shoulder level on the floor, on the ground, palms face down. So we've got the upper body looking like the letter T. Wherever you're starting, knees close or feet flat, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and turn the head to your right side. So turning the head to the right as far as comfortable for the neck. With an exhale, let the knees come over to the left side. So you're rolling to the left hip, the knees and the feet all the way over and down to the ground. Your knees may be out wide to the side. Maybe your feet are resting off of the mat on the bare ground. Maybe the feet are in close toward the sitting bones and the knees are pointed down away from the torso a little. Whatever angle feels best, maybe readjusting a little bit along the way and then relaxing into the twist. A little more with each exhale. Relax the belly, the hips, the thighs. Relax the low back and the shoulders. And breathe. And then inhale, carefully bring the head back to center. And then we want to use those abdominal muscles to lift the legs up. Knees coming up with the feet flat, or knees coming up and bringing them to the chest, whichever you like. We're going to go to the other side. Feel free to mix it up. Feet flat or knees close, maybe the opposite of the other side. We'll turn the head over to the left ear turning toward the ground. With an exhale, knees go all the way to the right. And we're bringing the knees, the feet over, down. Feel that nice little twist there in the low back, maybe even all the way up into the middle back. Readjusting here as you like. Knees wide, feet on the bare ground, or feet close to the body. Whatever feels best for this side. Check in with the belly and the hips. Check in with the thighs. Check those shoulders. Make sure they're not tightening. We're not trying to hold ourselves up here. I'm going to really relax into the twist. Really let the body ease down. Imagine you're melting into the floor. And breathe. Let the breath be very deep. And then inhale, bring the head back into a center position. Bring the knees back up. Use those abdominal muscles again. Knees up, feet down, flat on the ground. And let's let the legs come out long. And we'll go to relaxation. Finding a comfortable spot for you. Maybe you want to bring a cushion in underneath the knees or underneath the head. Letting the feet be just a little wider than the hips. Let the toes drop open. So the feet are relaxed. Let the arms be just slightly away from the body. Palms are facing up. Relaxing those shoulders. Let them be flat on your mat. Let the eyes be softly closed. Focusing the mind on the rise and fall of the breath. Releasing any tension anywhere in the body. Release the legs, the feet, and the toes. Release the hips, the abdomen, the ribs, and the tops of the shoulders. Release the arms, the hands, and the fingers. Bringing your attention to the back. Release the low back, the middle back, the upper back. Release the back of the neck and the back of the head and the crown of the head. Let the jaw be loose. Let the forehead be calm. Let the eyes be soft. Letting any thoughts, worries, tension, or stress float away. And then taking a big, deep inhale, wiggling your toes, moving your fingers around. Maybe you want to stretch out the arms, reach out through the legs, stretch the entire body, moving in whatever way feels good for you. And then bend your knees and bring them flat on the ground. Rolling over to one side and carefully push the body all the way up. We'll use the arms easier on the body. Let's come back to a comfortable spot. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Eyes closed. Deep inhale. And full exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And let's bring the hands together at the heart. Closing here with Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this yoga practice today.